Good morning, folks. This is John Wilson, the national spokesman of the Freedom Union of Australia, and today is Sunday, the 10th of August. It's Sydney wet weather time. I'm still down in Sydney in New South Wales, Australia's most populous destination, big city, and it's been pretty wet outside for the last couple of days. I'm going to be down here in Sydney until about Tuesday, and then I'm going to make my way back up to Queensland. I've got some important union stuff I've got to get finalised back up in my home state. But in the meantime, I've been down growing the union, growing our network, and also defending the union's interests. Okay. Let me give you a report, folks. Again, I'm trying to keep up. And it's not easy doing this stuff while you're on the road, but let me try to give a report and cover some topics that I'm working on and try and give you some updates. All right, number one, union cards. They've all been printed, folks, all been printed. I think we've got about 800 or 900 all printed up in my office in Santos Place. They've been printed and laminated. Okay, what I now have to do is get a full list, a postal list out from our database, give it to our lovely young women up there in our office at level 27, and they will commence the post out to all union members. Okay, post out will probably commence around Wednesday or Thursday of next week. I'll arrive back in Brisbane on Tuesday, very late, probably 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll try and get these things in order. So all members out there, you're going to be getting replacement cards. If you have an original Freedom Union card, please keep it. Please keep it. Laminate the front of it, please. Laminate the front of it. Again, this was one of the weaknesses in our project that we didn't close off, and we've had to do them all again. So laminate that card. Okay, the front of it, just to stop it from wearing out, and a brand new membership card will be coming to you. All right. I've had one of our team members continually call, text, and email every union member to get their dates of birth, to get their photographs, to get their details correct, so that we can, get these cards printed and get them out. So I'm hoping that this time we really have hit the nail on the head, folks, and I'm hoping that you appreciate and accept the cards when they come as the best we can do, and we've done the right thing by you. Okay, so that's cards. All right. Membership numbers, folks, slowly growing. Okay, had great responses out in Western Sydney. I conducted two community meetings, one at Blacktown and the other out at Campbelltown in far Western Sydney, and both of them went very well. Had about 40 to 50 people came along to those open forum meetings out there, and arising out of that, we have had extra members. Okay, the renewal. Okay, I've done a call out to everyone. We set the union up. We got the union. We built it. It's operational. It's working at $200 a head. And I said, listen, we need to renew now. Okay, $400 a head, so that we're able to keep this union growing and to turn it into a force of reckoning. Okay, so for those people that have renewed and have paid that $400, thank you, folks. It's really helped our war chest, and it's helping grow the union. If you haven't renewed with your $400, please do so, folks. Please do so. We really do need funds to fight this war and to keep the union's efforts focused. Okay. Look, if you're suffering financial hardship, again, a couple of options there, and we understand that. We do. Our team understands financial hardship. Really, we know what it's about. So if you're suffering financial hardship and you can't pay, wait until your renewal date. Wait, don't pay anything forward, mate. Just sit tight. And if you first joined in November last year, wait until November this year and renew in November this year. Okay, do that. If you want to renew your fees but can't pay it in a one hit, then pay it off. Pay it off. Okay, pay it off, and through part payments. Okay, and we'll work with you and we'll make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing everything we can to offer you a great union, good service, and every reason to renew, even though you may be experiencing some tough times. Now, the last thing I'll say on tough times and union renewal is this. I've had several Freedom Union members who have made a gift to the union. They've paid their renewals, and then they've made a gift on top, and they've asked for that gift to be allocated against the union fees, right, to pay it forward, right, against union fees for a union member that may not be able to afford it. Okay, so you've got some union members who are paying additional union funds as a gift to help those that can't. And I've now applied that. There have now been several union members now that I've applied this gift, to their union fees, and they are now fully paid up union members. They've got all their fees paid for the next 12 months. Okay, so we're doing everything we can, folks, including gifts, including part payments, including waiting until the full 12 months is up before you renew. But please renew. Okay, we need you. Simple as that. Union numbers, they're growing. I mean, seriously, mate, they're growing. We are active. We are very public. We're out there. We're in people's faces, and we're growing. Okay, despite all of the sniping and the lies and the mudslinging that's going on behind the scenes. And I see all this, right? I see it. You've got some real weak, gutless, pissant Freemasons out there who are saying nasty things about me and the union, right? And the union is still growing despite it, right? Despite it. So I think this union is really going to hit, the rubber's going to hit the road very soon, and we're going to have an overload of members. Remember, folks, there's 150,000 CFMEU members out there that no longer have a union alone, just those. Okay, so we're working well, and it's all growing. Okay, other admin stuff. Paul Pettit, our Victorian colleague, activist, and great local down in Melbourne, particularly down in Frankston Peninsula. He's now got his office open and established in William Street in Melbourne, and that's all working. It's all going well. Staff, Paul, everyone down there are getting to know each other, and we're growing it. Okay. Now, while in Sydney, Paul is here with me at the moment, but while in Sydney, both Paul and I are looking to open another office here in Sydney, Western Sydney, if we can. Okay, so if you hear of an empty office for cheap and we can afford it, then maybe we might rent it out, dress it up, put some phones, a laptop in there, and put some staff in there. Okay, so here in Sydney. So think about that, folks. Think about it. And contact me if you know a small business down there that maybe want to lease an office. We'll have a look at it. Look, other things that have occurred here in Sydney during the week, other work that we've done last Friday at the District Court here in Sydney. It really was a magnificent event. Okay, magnificent event. There was maybe 40 to 50 activists, myself, Paul Pettit, and a few dozen other activists down at on Friday, outside the district court, and mate, they bailed up. The judiciary shit themselves, mate. They shit themselves, mate. They refused. They did everything they could to frustrate and to hide their sentencing of this pedophile, this very, very evil guy, and deny us any rights to go in and to witness the sentencing. Okay, they moved him around from one court system up the other end down on Liverpool Street, and then they moved him all the way up the other end of Castlereagh Street in the district court and all this sort of stuff. They wouldn't tell us what court, they wouldn't tell us what judge, they wouldn't tell us what time it was being heard. They did everything. I went in 3 times, and the third time, the young woman who is traditionally, and I know registry, this is the registrar, right? They're not judicial. This is the public service. Should be, right? And they all used to be my union members, these people, right? These registrar admin people. And so they're lovely, lovely people. And but the third attempt I went up, I was informed by this young woman that the judicial had told her that if she passed on any information to me, they would terminate her employment. Okay, she was in tears. She was in tears. I mean, she knew what was going on. She knew that this, this guy was a pedophile, and he was doing very bad things to children, and that we were there to hold him to account and hold the judicial to account. So, she was a great, great lady, and she needed our sympathy and our understanding, and we gave it to her, but we certainly didn't give any of the judicial or the corporate press any of our sympathy or understanding, I can assure you. Okay. Now, Simeon, it's now worked out with the sentencing of 19 years. Simeon Boykov, mate, the Aussie Cossack, Freedom Union member, totally, absolutely, totally vindicated. Okay. He outed this priest. Simeon is a national asset to Australia. He's a hero. He outed this monster to warn everyone else about what sort of crimes were being committed by this guy. But it's not just him. There are others involved here, folks. It's not just this guy. There are others inside of this religious sort of family. I'm using words loosely here, but this religious sort of community, right, that either are directly implicated with this convicted pedophile, or they're very sympathetic to his cause and are supporting him, etc. It's not just this guy, mate. Okay, there are others, and we've got to rout them. We've got to rout them. And Aussie Cossack has been utterly vindicated. Utterly vindicated. Okay. Now, the other thing we've got to do with Simeon, mate, we've got to get him out of that bloody consulate and free him. Okay, this is wrong. What's being done to Simeon? It's wrong. And I'm calling upon other freedom union activists, not just the Freedom Union. Simeon is a member of our union, and he's going to get all of our support and protection, full stop, without question, as anyone in our union has a right to call for. Okay, and we're just going to get this. But I'm going to go to others. I note that there's been some statement. Sorry, guys. I noticed there's some. Sorry, mate. I'm just waiting for the phone to disappear. But look, I noticed there's been some public statements from some others out there, known, generally speaking, from the Freedom Union. Right? You got John Ruddick, I think, or Riddick. You've also got the Freemason Mac, okay, Freemason Mac, both going publicly calling for Simeon Boykov's release and to leave him alone, right? Now, everyone knows I have no, respect and that for these guys. I don't work with them and I don't like them, but I'm agreeing with them fully. I'm agreeing with both these guys, mate, and anyone else that calls for Simeon Boykov's release and to leave him alone, okay, let him do his stuff, okay? So I'm going to keep agitating. I'm going to keep calling for Simeon's release, and I'm hoping that others, and it doesn't matter if we don't like each other. This is much bigger than just personalities and other nonsense. I'm prepared to close my mouth and not not get too upset with people, even people I don't like, if we're all on the same page when it comes to Simeon and to securing his release. Okay, so that was a big event on Friday, and again, Simeon Boykov's fully vindicated, mate. Couldn't get any more vindicated. So, folks, great stuff happening there. Some other stuff that's going on this week. This morning, in about 30 minutes, 1 hour, and I think that's where the phone call was coming from. I have an online collaboration event with about 30 to 50 Maritime Union of Australian members. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a good talk about the Maritime Union of Australia, their leadership team. I mean, guys like Paddy Crumlin, that we are now finding out is outright Zionist and members of secret societies. Okay, so we're going to have an online discussion about this. We're going to war game it, have a talk about it. These MUA members, some of them have already joined the Freedom Union, right? But we're going to encourage the rest to join. And we'll see what we can do. There's a couple of very issues there that they need some reassurance over. Which the big one is their conditions of employment. They're all tied up in enterprise agreements to which the Maritime Union of Australia is a party to them. Okay, and they're concerned if they leave the MUA and come across to the Freedom Union that their conditions of employment may not follow them. Okay, that mightn't follow them through, and that may be at risk. So we've got to war game all this stuff out, and we're going to do that in about an hour, and that should be a very interesting discussion. Every day the Freedom Union is being treated with more and more credibility, more and more respect, and we are the real thing. We're the real thing. We're a real union. And we're here to achieve real outcomes. Okay, so folks, I'm going to try and wrap it up. Matters are coming on. This is just a brief upload. I'm going to be back in Queensland Tuesday night late. I'm going to get the business, all of our membership cards out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Get them start and post, so you receive them the following week. Okay, not too much longer. All right, and I appreciate everyone for being patient. Okay, it was a relatively expensive exercise. I mean, it was a sabotage, mate. It was a sabotage by this group of Freemasons to screw these cards up and cost the union money. Okay, and it worked on that front, but the situation's been recovered, even though we're now a few $1,000s out of pocket for it, but we're doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll stay in touch. If you need to know anything, send me an email, johnwilson@freedomunion.org. Okay, send me an email if you need me to receive something. If you need to ask some questions, talk things through, get in contact. Okay. We're helping many other things. I mean, war crimes. I've got one chappie, Victorian, workers' compensation. They're deducting taxation out of his workers' comp weekly payments. We're now going to go and challenge that and force them to stop taking taxation out of his workers' comp. Okay, so that's one we're going to work on, and we've got a myriad of other stuff. Okay, no end to the complexities, no end to the doctrines and licensing and all this other nonsense that this belligerent occupation forces us to endure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Wilson. I'm the national spokesman for the Freedom Union Australia, and I'll be in touch soon. God bless.